So for people to really grasp the amount of money that is in this AI DePin narrative, all we have to do is look at Nvidia, which is sitting at this market cap right here. Look at this stock. This should give you a good indicator of where we are headed. And you might think that this is due to the fact that people are buying GPUs to play video games. That's not the case. What really creates this demand for GPU power is the fact that GPUs are extremely efficient in AI training and inference. So this is from the blog of Nvidia. GPUs have been called the gold of artificial intelligence because they're foundational for today's generative AI era. AI is here to stay and thrive, whether you like it or not. Kind of scary to think about how exponentially this development is going, but you know we're here to make money. In its recent report on AI, Stanford's human-centered AI group provided some context for us to understand how powerful the GPUs are getting. GPU performance has increased roughly 7,000 times since 2003, and price performance is 5,600 times greater, it reported. Kind of reminds me of mobile phone cameras in terms of ROI over the years. This development is just crazy, and I have extremely high conviction that we will see this AI DePin narrative go crazy, not just in this bull run, but for years to come, because this is the future. And now also OpenAI wants to build an AI chip empire worth more than AMD, Nvidia, and Intel combined. So absolutely insane how much traction this is getting. This is just to paint a picture of the crucial role this computing power is going to have in the upcoming years. And I think the Nvidia stock reflects that perfectly. So of course, we're going to take advantage and invest in coins that tap into this narrative. Not financial advice, of course. We're going to look at 3 GPU related projects ranging from least risky to most risky, so keep that in mind. Join the Discord to join discussions about portfolio and gems. Let's start. So the first project is going to be Render. We talked a lot about this on this channel, but there's a reason for that. The project recently dipped down to $6.6. Hopefully you were able to scoop up some Render tokens. Render is leading the GPU lending industry in crypto. They have close ties with Nvidia. Jules Urbach has a really good relationship with Jensen Huang, which is the CEO of Nvidia. You know, Render speaking at their GTC conference. That went really well. I encourage you all to check it out if you haven't. One thing I would like to remind you of is that even though we're seeing a massive hype in the AI side of things, I want to also remind you of the 3D rendering side of things. Render added native support to the Maxon Cinema 4D, which is a professional 3D modeling, animation, simulation, and rendering software solution. It's a fast, powerful, flexible, and stable toolset to make 3D workflows more accessible and efficient for design, motion graphics, VFX, AR, MR, VR, you get the point, etc. So you could argue that Render is also tapping into this metaverse, given that there are mind-blowing computational requirements for the metaverse. And the Apple Vision Pro is now here, and it's leveraging Octane X, a world-leading 3D rendering software engine from Otoy, which is the parent company of Render. So huge things are happening on every front for this project, it seems like. So here we have the chart of the Render token. It's an altcoin. The project recently dipped down to $6.6. Hopefully you were able to scoop up some Render tokens because we were able to bounce from this dip pretty nicely. But that is not to say that the price could go down further. This all depends on Bitcoin. But like I've stated numerous times, I think Render is a good coin to have in your safety net. I think Render can perform extremely well, and normally I'm not a fan of coins that already have been through a bull run, but it is pretty clear to me that Render, although it is an old coin dating back to 2020, is still extremely relevant. And one metric you can look at for that analysis is basically how well it's performed after the bull run of 2020 to 2021. Because you may think that we're basically at the same price point compared to the last bull run. And yes, we're more or less at the same level. But look at the market cap. We're sitting at more or less 3 times as much as market cap. And this isn't even the altcoin season peak. So Render for me is definitely a 10x plus, and not just in this bull run, but many years to come. This project will perform well. Next up, we got AI tech. You thought I would make a video without including AI tech? Camel, why are you including AI tech in this video? Well, the GPU marketplace, of course, that is going to be launched June this year. This will enable affordable access to high quality, low latency, and secure computing resources. So the AI tech GPU marketplace will achieve this through integration of HPC suppliers, where third-party HPC power suppliers will be able to easily integrate into the marketplace, ensuring a seamless experience. Centralized management, cybersecurity, server health, data privacy, and protection will be managed centrally, adhering to global standards. I know centralized is a no word in crypto, but trust me when I say that a centralized management is probably the right thing here. Ease of setup and access. Users will be able to quickly set up the necessary infrastructure with just a few clicks. And finally, reliability. Delivering a tier 3 data center experience, the marketplace will ensure minimal downtime through a robust backup infrastructure, using automated backup scheduling and activation on the global network of data centers present on the marketplace. Just to give you guys a quick insight of what this means, tier 3 is second to tier 4, which is the best one. So tier 3 is really good. So AI tech has had a pretty substantial correction from its all-time high. This might be due to a sell the news effect with KuCoin. It might have been the unlocks, or it might have been because we had a huge rally doing a 40x and now we're seeing a correction. Of course, people are going to take profits. Same thing goes for the early investors. I keep talking about this, but understanding tokenomics is extremely important. If we take a look at the vesting schedule here, we can see that we have daily unlocks. Now, normally projects have either monthly or daily unlocks. I know some people prefer monthly, others prefer daily. Myself, I'm definitely in favor of daily as long as they're not too much. But let's see what happens to AI tech at the end of the year in terms of unlocks. By the end of the year, they have 74.5% unlocked. So that is definitely something to take into consideration. However, for me and many others, this doesn't really affect our long-term hold. So regardless of unlocks, my long-term price prediction is still in the 50x range. So finally, we have Node AI. I recently covered this in another video. So Node AI consists of 3 main parts. AI nodes rental that allows both individuals and businesses to both access and rent AI servers that contains powerful GPU capabilities. Then they have the GPU power lending and on-demand nodes, which allows you to rent an AI server over a shorter period of time. And here is what I like the most about Node AI. The project also operates with a revenue sharing model that allows Node AI holders to stake their tokens and earn revenue. So Node AI distributes financial gains back to its community of users and contributors. By the way, just to show you guys that the services actually work, Red Panda Mining did a video where he rented out his GPU, so check that out if you want confirmation on the validity. Before we look at the price prediction of this project, we need to be very honest about a very central missing component of this project. The team is sadly not doxed, but they are not completely faceless. Look at this. So to the right, we have Jensen Huang, the CEO of NVIDIA, that is on the thumbnail of my video. And to the left, we have what we would assume is one of the members, maybe the CEO of Node AI. So this is very interesting. I would definitely not go as far as say they're doxed because of this, but showing face is absolutely a step in the right direction. If anyone knows more about the team of Node AI, please let me know so in the comment section. So as we can see, yikes, we had a huge dip after the conflict. Hopefully you were able to scoop up some GPU tokens at these prices. You would be 2x your money by now. The graph overall is looking very clean ever since launch. So if we were to compare this market cap to Render, we will be looking at a 20x. But you all know me, I think Render is extremely undervalued, and I think Render should be able to do at least 10x in the long run. So if we were to step into dreamland for just a second here and visualize Render at 30 billion in market cap, that would be a 200x for Node AI. Am I saying this is a realistic price prediction for Node AI? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But maybe have a 100x in an extremely bullish scenario. Maybe. Red Panda Mining is a reputable guy, so if he says it works, it works. If the team would come out, I would not hesitate to put this closer to a 100x, but we'll see. Time will tell. Join the Discord, like and subscribe. See you in the next one.